So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to play for you the ending because it's pretty comical. If you really, I mean, it's pretty comical. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to just play this ending part for you guys just so that we can all laugh together. As I play this, I want you to get into the chat, okay? And I want you guys to add in comments, but be appropriate though. Like, yeah, maybe we'll laugh about, you know, oh, she need lickings or something like that. But we don't want to like send a message that violence is the answer, okay, if you know what I mean. Okay, so be appropriate, but go ahead and comment. Let's look at this together. Okay, can Kaolapa, can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear it?
Was she slovenly lazy? What disturbance did she cause?
Your Honor, in that time I was sick and my husband is a good and righteous man. He is never drunk as some are, nor wasting his time at the shovelboard, but always at his work. But in my sickness, you see, sir, I were a long time sick after my last baby, and this girl...
Look at me!
Sir, Abigail Williams.
What of Abigail Williams?
I came to think he fancied her, and so one night I lost my wits, I think, and put her out on the high road.
Your husband, did he indeed turn from you?
My husband is a goodly man, sir.
And he did not turn from you. Look at me! To your own knowledge, has John Proctor ever committed the crime of lechery? Answer me, is your husband a lecher?
No, sir.
Elizabeth, tell the truth! Spoke and remove her! She only thought to say my name, I confessed it! Excellency of the natural light of hell, I pray you stop now before another is condemned. I'll shut my conscience to it no more. Private vengeance is working its way through this testimony. From the beginning, this man has struck me true, and by my oath, David, I believe him nothing of lechery, and this man has lied. I believe him. This girl has always struck me false. She has always.
You will not! Be gone! Be gone!
There's a child. What's there? What is it?
It's on the feet of my bird! Why you got yellow bird?
Where's the bird? I see no bird!
My face! My face!
Mr. Hale! Be quiet! Do you see a bird? Quiet!
But John made my face. You cannot let to tear my face. Envy is a deadly sin, Mary! Oh, Mary, this is a black art to change your shape! No, I cannot stop my mouth! It's God's work I do! I'm here!
You're pretending, Mr. Danforth!
Mary, please don't come down!
Lies!
Mary, please don't hurt me!
Why does she see this bitch in?
She sees nothing! She sees nothing! Abby, you mustn't! Abby, you mustn't! I'm here! I'm here! I'm here! I'm here!
Everyone, drop back your spirit out of them!
Mr. Danforth! Mr. Danforth!
How did you back with the devil? Have you? How can they only repeat you? Give me a whip! I'll stop it!
Stop it! Stop it! Abby, stop it! Abby, stop it! Stop it!
A little while ago you were afflicted. Now it seems you afflict others. Where did you find this power? Mary? How'd you go to this tomb about these past 2 weeks? You have seen the devil, have you not? Mary, goddamns all liars! You have seen the devil! You have seen the compact with Lucifer, have you not? Goddamn liars, Mary! What do you say? I did not hear you. You'll confess or you'll hang! Do you know who I am? I say you'll hang if you are not open with me! Mary, remember the angel when he saved the boy. Hold to it. Mary, now tell the governor what you...
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Mary!
The devil's man!
Praise God! Mary, why are you doing this?
No! I'll not hurt you! I love God! I love God!
He made you do the devil's work!
He come at me by night and every day to sign!
To sign what? The devil's book!
My name! You want my name! I'll murder you! He says if my wife hangs, we must go and overthrow the party! He says!
Mr. Hale!
He waked me every night. His eyes were like coal and his fingers clawed my neck and I sighed and he sighed.
Excellency, this child's gone wild!
Mary! God! I love God! I'll go your way, no! I love God! I bless God! Abby, I'll never hurt you more!
What are you? You're combined with the Antichrist, are you not? I've seen your power. You will not deny it. What say you? This is not witchcraft. These girls all have nothing from you, Mr. Hale. Will you confess your suffering prophet in hell, or do you keep that black allegiance yet? What say you? I say... I think I stand!
the boot of Lucifer, and I see his filthy face, and it is my face. And yours stand forth for them that quail to bring men out of ignorance, as I have quailed now. And as you quail now, and you know in your black heart that this be fraud. God damns our kind especially, and we will burn.
We will burn together, dead boy. I shall take him in Tory to the jail. I denounce these proceedings. You are fooling God.
Heaven and raising up a war now with these proceedings, I put this to Mr. Hale! Mr. Hale!
All righty. And there you have it. No, stop. Okay. So we have an incredible amount of acting. I don't know, man. If you guys are into theater, I mean, that must have been an incredible rehearsal to have like Abigail say something and then the girls jump in and just repeat what she's saying. I mean, quite incredible. Mary Warren, let's go ahead and get in the chat. What do you have to say about Mary Warren? She is definitely a complex character, meaning she starts off as one person in the beginning of this play, and then toward the end, she is just something else. She gives up. What else? Go ahead and make a comment about Mary Warren. Ooh. Yes. Sierra, go ahead and talk more about that. How do you think she determines when she should switch sides?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
She switches sides, I think, when she's either pressured to do it or when it benefits her. So I think she was on Proctor's side. I don't really know. I guess she kind of felt bad for them, but I'm not sure. And then she switched to Abigail's side because she was being put on blast, and I guess she didn't want to get in trouble, and she's also like a follower. And yeah.
Right. She's all about she's like a bandwagon jumper. Right. Whatever's safer for her. Very good. Once she figures out that one side has lost power, she quickly jumps ship. Okay. Beware of those type of people. Yeah. She runs into those problems because she's having such a hard time knowing what she stands for. Okay. So Mary Warren plays a really big role of learning, okay, for all of us. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our modules. So this is Introduction to Act 4. Just as a reminder, the assignments that are due, I reduced the amount of membing sessions to 3. Okay, I'm trying to work with you guys. Okay, I heard that you guys had a lot of work last week. It's probably just the nature of the week, and I'm closing out that mid-quarter grades. Okay, but we're gonna stick to 3 sessions per week from now on. Okay, so I expect everybody to really hit your goals. Okay, also Act 4 starts in textbook pages 1318 to 1334. This is the shortest act of the Crucible. The video starts on 32 minutes and 20 seconds. I need you guys to take notes to prepare for your final assessment. If you look below, you'll have some discussion quotes to complete, and then guided questions. And then for number 5, you're going to prepare for the final assessment. So it's going to be in the chat. Let me see if I can just drop this in for you guys. Okay, and then you guys can already make a copy. So go ahead. Can you get onto that? Can you see that? Yeah. Autumn, what is this for? What does this look like to you?
Mine says request access.
Ah, lame! Oh my gosh! Hang on. Gosh, that's like, when am I gonna like figure out the mute and unmute button? Same thing. Okay, now try. Refresh. Okay, so what does it say, Autumn? What is this for?
5-paragraph essays format.
Oh, hey. All right. So, couple things, you guys. In looking at your CERs and how you had to like fix your CERs, okay? I'm hoping now you kind of get a handle on what I'm asking for, right? So if you look, right, it's the same format, but now we're going to be adding in not just one body paragraph, but 3 body paragraphs, right? Oh, hi, what, Sophia, you distracted me. What's your dog's name? I love dog. Oh, that's a big dog. Okay. All right. So anyway, you see what happens? What we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about the theme of the crucible. Okay, so that's gonna be your final assessment. Okay, so go ahead in your notebooks, go ahead and write the word theme. Okay, so I've given you the outline for this essay. Okay, so that's a pretty straightforward prompt. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be assessing you on, write this down, yeah, MLA format. I'm going to assess you on figuring out what is the most effective quotes and evidence to use. And I'm going to see how well you do at explaining yourself. So I was looking also at the CER video where you had to tie in the crucible and kukulu hole. And what I'm noticing is that I need you guys to become better at explaining yourself. All right, so when you see, if you go into the essay format, the outline, once you provide, and I'm in body paragraph number 2, right? Once you provide that evidence, the reason or elaboration needs to be better, right? These are the reasons why you provided this evidence, okay? So I'm hoping that you guys can also focus on your transitions, right? To further explain or to further demonstrate, right? That's what I need you to do. I need you to explain better. Don't just repeat, but explain why. Okay, so go ahead and already make a copy of the 5-paragraph essay format so that you guys all have that. Make a copy. Make a copy of this and then go ahead and set the shared share it with like anybody with the can comment. Okay, anyone can comment. It's really helpful for me because when I try to comment on your work and then it kicks me out, what happens is it like throws my, I don't know what it does, it like throws the essay or the window down to the corner of my computer, and it just takes longer to grade your work. Okay, so did you guys make a copy and then change the shared settings to anyone can comment? Okay. So there you go. What is the theme of the crucible? So I'm also looking to see, anytime you use the title, the crucible, it should be italicized, right? It should be italicized because it's the title of an entire work. What some of you guys are confused about is the title of the essay. So if you have a title of the essay, there's no like underline, bold, or italicized for the title of the essay. But for the title of the work, right, the crucible, that should be italicized in your essay. Everybody clear on that? This is for your tag. I'm talking about your tag. Okay. So if you look at the outline, okay, you're going to need 6 pieces of evidence. So hopefully you have come up with a number of memorable quotes that you can use. Okay, if you guys also look in the discussion board for the important quotes, we have also gathered important quotes collectively as a class, right? So you can also look over those. All right, so next class, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you guys up for the next class, and then I'm going to give you like half of the class to finish this essay. So before you guys come back to class next week, you should have your essay, your outline completed. Good? Okay, and then I'll give you part of the class period to complete, to start it, and then cohort B to finish, and it's going to be due during cohort B, okay, at the end of cohort B. Kanya, I think that's really fair. It'll give you time to look up like MLA formatting stuff, right? It'll give you time to go back and look at the quotes that you should pick for the theme, okay? So let's go back to the introduction to Act 4 at the very bottom. I just kind of leave you with those 2 terms, okay? So the theme, right, is the central idea or insight into life that a writer strives to convey in a work of literature. And then extended metaphor, a comparison that is developed throughout the course of literary work. And remember, you might want to write this down, right? Extended metaphor, right? The Salem witch trials equal, right, the Red Scare, right? The Salem witch trials is the extended metaphor for the the trial, the Red Scare, McCarthyism. Okay. Okay, questions? Okay. One last thing. All right. I'm gonna also have you guys tie in. So go ahead and get back to your outline. So in your outline, the last body paragraph. Okay. I'm gonna have you guys change something. Okay, so go ahead and go back to the original. Okay, so if you got rid of that already, I'm gonna put it back in the chat. The last part, I'm actually gonna have you do that. Okay, so I put it back in the chat if you need to, but so what is the theme of the essay? You're gonna use the first 2 body paragraphs to prove your point. And then the third body paragraph, you're gonna connect how the theme of the crucible connects to today. Okay, so you can copy and paste that into your 5-paragraph essay format. Okay, we good? Right? Why? Because we have to go back full circle. We have to come back around to our essential question about what does the Red Scare or McCarthyism, right? The Salem witch trials and today have to do with all of this, right? So that's what we're going to do for that. If you guys go back to your Canvas, go ahead and click the next button. Okay, so you're going to start your discussion on the theme. Okay, here. This is kind of like your rough draft so that you can think about it and then you can see what other people are thinking about the theme. Okay, hit the next button. You have 3 guided questions, okay, that you're going to be focusing on here. Okay, so this is a build up to next week, right? Everybody thumbs up. This is a build up. What we're doing is a build up to next week's final assessment for the Crucible. We have to come up with we have to create 1 essay for this first quarter, okay? And I think this will help prepare you guys. So the first question is, what are the different reasons why Paris, Danforth, and Hale want confessions of Rebecca Nurse and the other condemned prisoners? I gotta fix that. Number 2, what dilemma torments John Proctor at the end of the play? Was there another way out for John Proctor at the end? And 3, identify the character that had the biggest impact on you. What lesson was taught by the character you chose, and explain. So if you guys look at the top of this, the direction states to copy and paste the questions. And then, hey, we need to make sure that we're doing our best to have a claim, evidence, and reason. And should be somewhere around 4 to 6 paragraphs for each answer. So I think that will help you guys. Some of you guys like need a number, right? So anyway, there's that. If you hit the next button, I think we're good. We're good to go. Sentences. Okay. All right, are we doing okay? Okay, all right. So it's 9:11. I think we're good to go. Each response should be a paragraph, comma, 4 to 6 sentences long. I need a comma. Is that right? Did I read that wrong? You guys are teasing me. It's okay. It's okay. I laugh at you guys too. It's fine. All right. Any questions? No? Okay. Let's end this with one final thought. Okay. And I'm going to call on Sophia Wilson. What's your one final thought about Act 3?
I think that it was like overall kind of crazy, kind of hectic. I thought that it was very like I didn't like how the girls were like overreacting in the end, kind of. I thought that it was like too much, and I didn't think that Mary Warren like should have like started withholding the truth and stuff. I thought that was a little ridiculous.
Right. Dangerous. Okay, you guys, be truth seekers. And oh, I said paragraph. That's why. Thanks. I meant sentences. You guys know what I mean. You can read. All right. Thank you. Right. Down with Mary Warren. We're going to do our best to not be the Mary Warrens in our society. Okay. Mahalo. Take care. And yes. See ya. Kalai.
Oh, yeah. So last night I wasn't able to submit my comic because it wasn't letting me link my slideshow.
Ah.
Along with like